So, head is removed from the barrel. Piston don't look too bad actually. There was a little bit of loose carbon on the top there, just wiped that off. Probably will clean that up a little bit more. Yeah, so there's the head. Let's say when I built this, or rebuilt this engine before, I didn't actually do anything with the head apart from clean it up a bit and paint it, but I have been getting a little bit of a top end rattle, so I think I'll just take these valves out and check the size of them, check the dimensions, and check these valve springs as well. I've already removed the little hardened end caps that go on them valves, just so they don't get lost. Yeah, so I'll now need to take out the rockers so I can get the clamp on there. I probably could do that without taking these off, possibly. Yeah, might have a go at that first. That might just make it a little bit difficult to get the collets back in, but I'll reassemble it. But I'll have a look, have a go, see if that can be done. So let's get the old. Assuming this will be okay. Let's clamp with this this head. Yeah, I think that'll be right. Right, let's get that seat in the middle. Difficult to film this or video this because it's all at a funny angle. You can't really see a lot. Let's get this. Let's try that there. That would be better. Yeah. Doing anything? Get some light in there. Oh, there we go. Right there now. See if I've got enough. Yeah, there's one. Other one's right at the back there. Let's give that a little bit more. There's the other one. Right, so this is exhaust. spring. We'll give these a measure as well. No, can I get that out? Looks like no. So I will have to take that out anyway by the looks of it. What size is that? 5/16, is it? Valve. Bit sooty. Right, I think that just taps out. Where's me tappy tappy? Alright. Still in shot, yeah. Be a washer, thrust washer, and a Thackeray washer or spring. Thought there should be another washer that end. Maybe not. Right, give those a clean up as well. Exhaust spring. Oh, there's the washer. And I'll get this out. On the floor. Spring cup. Right, let's just have a quick little wiggle. Oh yeah. Loads of movement there, so yeah, new guides at least. We'll see what the valves measure, see what the stem measure up as. So that's the exhaust. I will bag that up, and then we'll do the other one. Right, inlet side. So this time I'll undo this first. Come on. Stuck on that washer, I think. That Thackeray washer. first. Oh, that's a bit out of shape, that one. Look at that. New one of them required. Right, let's get this one out. Those collets really are in there. Cool. Come on. There you go. One of them has gone pinging somewhere. Retrieve the other one in a minute. Gone into one of the dark recesses of the workshop, never to be found again. Right, what's this one like? Much the same, I would guess. Yeah. Alright. That seemed fairly good stem. Yeah, we'll have to give that a measure. And let's have a look at the seats. Now, let's put this back so we can see what we're doing. There we are. Bit of light. I suppose they're not too bad. That one definitely needs, well, I'll grind them both in, but that one might even need cutting. And they'll definitely both need cutting if I get new valves. Right, see if I can find that other collet now. Alright, valve springs, inner should be 46mm, and yeah, that's well compressed, 36.61. Yeah, and the outer 54.75. and you can see that that is well off there anyway, just visually checking that. Yeah, it's 40, 43, 43, yeah. So new valves, new springs, but let's just do these ones. So that is not quite so bad, that's the inlet. 49, so it should be 54, nearly 55. And the inner is 43, should be 46. So yeah, new springs. Almost definitely new inlet valve. You can see there's a ridge there, and if I just do it with I've got my chromy there, but might as well do it with this because it's only a comparison. So 7.69, haven't actually got a spec for these, but we're just comparing one end with the other. 7.77, so it's definitely 7.75. Get across a worn part. 7.75. That can't be. Let's try it with that bit. If I tried it with a micrometer, I was actually getting a difference. Oh yeah, 7.81, 7.71, yeah. So, well, you can see the wear. However, I think with the exhaust, not quite as worn. Down the bottom, 8.86. Up the top, then keep it square. 8.8, well, 8.85, 8.83. So a little bit worn towards the top, but yeah, it's probably got need new valves. Almost certainly it will need new guides. I will just I've got some small hole gauges here. I've got the head just draining off in the paraffin tank at the minute, but just degreasing a bit. So once that's dried down, I'll give that one give the guides a measure, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be worn. Right, so valve guides. I've got these hole gauges, and immediately you can feel it's much bigger this end than it is this end. Tightens up as you go in. So if we take towards this end, somewhere around there, just do it with the calipers again. We're pretty sure they're worn. .06 and maximum on the inlet should be 7.976. So yeah, it's definitely new guides. Exhaust, if this will go out big enough. It's a bit crusty in here, so again you can feel it's more worn this end than it is the other end, which you'd expect. Even halfway along, let's take it halfway along. That's a good idea. Let's try it that way, that way. See, that way is more worn than that way. Let's take the more worn side. Let's say there. And what have we got on that? 9.08, and that should be maximum 8.966. So yeah, definitely worn, I would say. So yeah, new valves, new guides, new springs, and probably new collars as well. Yeah, so I'll have to order those. In the meantime, I won't be cleaning this up, knocking the old. Should I knock the old ones out? Because I'll probably have to heat it up to knock them out, or wait till I get the new ones. Save heating it twice. We'll see. If I get bored, I might just knock them out. In fact, I might just knock them out actually to clean in there properly. Valve guides are removed. See there, well, that shows up. Inlet came out very easily after heating up the head. However, the exhaust was a different story. That you can see broke up. And there wasn't too much build up on the on this bit. I think some people do actually grind the end down before they knock them out, but once that broke up, that actually came out easy enough. I didn't really have to give it much welly, or that one. Yeah, so they're out. Just got to wait for the new ones to arrive, the new parts, valves and springs, guides, and I can get that back together. I'll just give that a bit of a clean out in there first though. New parts have arrived. We've got new valves, valve guides and springs. Compare these springs to the old ones. You can see there's quite a bit of difference in height there. So the head got quite compressed really. Yeah, so first thing is going to be getting the guides in. I'm just going to heat the head up. I think I'm going to try heating it in the barbecue. I have got some, or a blowtorch in case I need a bit more localized heat. I'll see what sort of temperature I can get that up to. So I'll fire that up, and probably won't video that because obviously I need to work quite quickly to get this, once it's up to heat, sorry, get that, once it's up to heat, yeah, get that back in here and then knock these guides in. A couple of punches there do the job. Yeah, so that will be the next thing to do. Those are in, and we're still at, that's cooled down a little bit, 139, 140, yeah, that was about 155, 160, but yeah, they're both in. I'll now leave that to cool down, even with double gloves. That was mighty hot. Yeah, got my welding gloves and then these ones over the top. But, yeah, worked okay anyway. Yeah, so I'll now leave that to cool down, and can then ream them out and get the valves in. Right, I'm going to go at the reaming out the inlet first. Got a 5/16 reamer. That is supposed to be 0.313 to 0.314 on the inlet. So I'll run this through first and then have a little measure up and see where we are with it. And that at the moment is tight in the middle. The end is okay, obviously, it's not squeezed in there, but yeah, it gets tight around there, so I'll just run the reamer down there and let's see how we go with it. Cast iron, so I shouldn't really need any lubricant. I can keep this done up, that is. Like these, they do come loose. Oh, I'm making chips anyway. Right, I think you get the idea. Give that a little bit of a blow out with the airline, and I'll carry on and do that and just get this camera out of the way. Right, so I've got right to the end. Let's start drawing this out. And we'll just give it a blow out and try the valve in there, have a little measure, and hopefully we'll be somewhere close. Yeah, if it isn't, I have got a expanding reamer anyway, so I can always take a little bit more. go. I think we might not be too far off. Right, so I'll get the little ball gauge, we'll have a little measure, although this is not terribly accurate. Let's try it with the guesstimeters. .314. thou. Right, so I think that one is fine. Inlet. So I'm going to do the exhaust. Well, actually, exhaust valve, I haven't touched that with the reamer. Goes in there quite nice, there is a little bit of wiggle. And we've got a couple of thou, which is probably okay. So I don't think I need to touch that at all. Yeah, so now I've just got to grind these in. I think the seats aren't too bad. Have a good look at them. We'll give them a little grind and see how they look then. I've got one of them, but it's knackered, so I have to revert to the drill. But, so it seems to be doing it okay. Get a nice grey line around there. And in there, so I'll carry on with this. So I've done the inlet, I'll then do the exhaust. But yeah, I don't think that'll take too much. Okay, that's valves, seats ground in, all valves ground in. So next I'll get the springs and everything back on. Right, start getting this back together. Before I forget to mention it, I did have to clean this this little drain hole here. You probably can't see it, it's down there. Same on the inlet as well. It's an oil drain hole. That on the exhaust side was almost blocked. So I have had to clean that out as well. Right, let's get this back to get. Oh, they're a tight fit. Are they actually, is that actually bigger than the original? Yes, that is. Well, that's interesting. What's the other one like? I picked up the exhaust one, haven't I? Exhaust, yeah. Well, that's funny. Fits that side. Where's the magnet gone? There it is. Good on that one. And this is supposed to be, sure, this is the exhaust one I picked up. Although I would have thought they're the same. Inlet is tight. Exhaust is loose. Well, that's strange. That is not going over there. I wonder what the other one is like. Did really want to keep these as they come out, but maybe not. That one's tight as well. So this exhaust guide is actually thicker at the top. Right, let's have a little bit of measure. I might have to get that in the lathe and see if I can take a little bit out of that. Right, there we are, in there now. Quite a tight fit, but in the end I did just run a little half round needle file. Yeah, that is a pretty good fit, but that's not too tight because it will actually move that way. Right, that's that little problem finished with. So go spring. Like that. Top cup. And now a tricky bit. I do want an exhaust valve. Just a little bit of oil on there. Actually, probably just drop a little bit down there as well, just to make sure. Okay. Now I need to get my compressor on here. I think I had this up on block of wood, or on a block of wood before. I have to do that again, I think. There's the collets. Nothing's in shot now, is it? On there, in the middle there. Zoom now a bit. There we go. All square, looks like it. Should be far enough. That's one in, just need to spin that around a bit. Try and keep it the right way round. That one's in there correctly. That looks about right. And without disturbing anything, unwind. Can't really get on this one, you can see anything. Check. Yeah, all looks okay. Give it a little tap. Doesn't appear to be moving, so we should be good to go. And mustn't forget to put the little hardened cap on there, and the rocker goes back in. At that, looks like that's there. Right, that's that one. I'll do the other one now. So there we are, both those fitted. Let's do valves in there. The next thing will be put the rocker shafts and rockers back in, which are over here. Got those and those little end caps. Mark them inlet and exhaust, so know which one's got to go where. Let's see, what should we do? Inlet. That on there. Which one is which? That's the one I want, isn't it? No, it isn't. Yes, it is. make your mind up. Right, so I just put these back in order that I took them out. Just have a bit of clean rag down there, I think. Right. Okay, spot of oil, as always. Try to think which way these go now. Can't remember if that's spring and then washer. Let's check in the book. Right, yeah, washer then spring. So it's like a hardened thrust washer. Thackeray. Been a long day. This is where these get a little bit hooked up on the ridges. There you are. Let's have a little squirt down there. Thrust washer. Caught up on the end of the spring somewhere. Which bit are we? Come on, right. There we go. Right. Tappy tap. What do we do with that? Aluminium sealing washer and dome nut. Right, so we'll tighten that up with a bit, get the other one in, same as that really. Right, head is on. I haven't tightened anything down yet, but just thought I'd go through how I've got that on there. I left all this in place, the rubber ring under there and the rubber gasket, cancellation nut already on, put the push rods in their respective places, and just so they're just sitting there basically. Then just slid in the head, pop the push rods in the cups, and that's it really. That's how easy that is to get them on. Yeah, I think I did cover that in a previous video when I assembled it, but that's just a quick run through. Yeah, so now you just got to tighten these down, tighten that up, covers back on, oil lines reconnect, carburetor exhaust. That's that'll be basically it then, and give it a fire up.